Well, thanks. It's great to be here, folks, in Pickering. What a great team. I have a great team behind me, a team of all-stars, and a team of all-stars around here as well. Thank you to the workers here in Pickering Power Generating Station. It's great to be with you today. And thank you to our team of outstanding Durham area MPPs. I call them the all-stars, folks. We have Peter Bethenfalvey, Lindsay Park, Rod Phillips, and Lauren Coe. Thank you for standing up for the workers here and for the great work on behalf of your residents. My friends, we all know this is a critical time for Ontario's economy. Creating and protecting jobs must be the top priority for every level of government. During this election campaign, I made a promise to the people of Durham and especially to the workers here in Pickering. I got to tell you, you guys are champions here. I love you guys. You guys deserve the applause. We said we would stand up for the 7,500 jobs across Ontario that depend on this site. I promised we would keep the Pickering Power Station open until 2024. Yes, that was good. We would protect these local jobs because this is a win-win for all of Ontario. Low-cost energy generated here in Pickering will lead to $600 million in savings on your hydro bills by 2024. That's $600 million that will stay in the pockets of small businesses and families across Ontario. I believe in Made in Ontario electricity. I believe in Made in Ontario jobs. And that's why I am so proud as the incoming Premier of Ontario to confirm that we will keep our promise. Thank you. We will follow through and we will protect these local jobs and we will protect your jobs. And when the legislature resumes, I will be proud to stand up and defend the decision to protect these jobs. I will stand with you. I will stand with the workers against an NDP opposition that was all ready to shut down this facility and kill these local jobs by August of this year. That's 7,500 jobs, that's 7,500 paychecks, and that is 7,500 families. My friends, I will always fight for Ontario jobs, whether we are standing shoulder to shoulder with our federal counterparts to protect the Ontario jobs that depend on NAFTA, or standing firmly against attempts to impose job-killing carbon tax here in Ontario. I will always, always put Ontario jobs first, and I will always work for each and every one of you. I want to thank you, and I want to thank the people here at Pickering. You folks are absolute champions. You have a great leader. Jeff, where are you? Another great champion here. My friends, as I always say, your family ever needs help, you need help, you give us a call, and we'll make sure one of these folks here or myself will show up to your door. And when I say I'm going to show up to your door, I will show up to your door. I promise you. Anyways, my media friends, thank you.
We'll take questions over here one at a time. Please introduce yourself and your outlet.
Hi, it's Chris Rochewi from the Toronto Star.
Hi.
Are you looking at making any changes to the existing plans for the sale of cannabis? Do you support private sales or in LCBO stores?
Well, this is a road that we have to tread carefully. We've never went down this road before. My priority is to make sure we protect the children. That's a #1 priority. We're going to sit down with our caucus and consult with their caucus and consult with stakeholders and municipal leaders right across this province.
Next question.
Justin Giovanetti from the Globe and Mail. So just to follow up on that, what about growing at home? What do you feel about that?
Again, my focus, I'm just going to repeat what I just said. This is a path that we've never went down. This is a path that that the federal government is dumped on all the provinces, but my priority is to make sure that we protect our children. We don't make the mistakes that the previous Liberal government putting a pot store right beside a school, which is absolutely ridiculous, and it won't happen under our administration. But we are going to sit down with our caucus, discuss it with all the municipal leaders and mayors across this great province.
Next question.
Hi there. It's David Haynes for Queen's Park Briefing. You recently said that the Green On program was canceled. Some families had shelled out lots of money for things like customized windows and so on, and now they won't get a rebate.
Well, they will.
Why didn't you give more notice to those people and companies who were lined up for that program?
Well, David, first of all, it's a good question. We're going to fulfill those commitments. No one's going to lose any money. We're going to move that to the end of October to make sure October 30th, 31st, we're going to fulfill those commitments until no one loses anything. But I want to tell the people here what happened. They allocated $76 million for this program for the whole year. They blew through it in 2 months. So they came back to us and said, we just blew through $76 million of the taxpayers' money in 2 months. By the way, we want another $224 million out of each and every one of your pockets. We ran on ending the cap and trade, reducing gas prices by 10 cents a liter, ending the carbon tax, the worst tax Canada has ever seen, Ontario has ever seen. It hurts jobs, hurts families, hurts businesses. But for the people that have already invested, we're going to fulfill that commitment until no one loses any money at all, and we'll fulfill that commitment to the end of October.
Next question.
Hi, Paola Lorigio with the Canadian Press. Just back on the cannabis sales, you had previously floated the possibility of opening that up to the private sector, including corner stores. Is that now something you're ruling out?
Well, what I said is I'd be focusing on the LCBO. I'm private sector. I don't believe government should stick their nose into everything. But again, this is a path we have never went down. And we're going to tread carefully on this. And we're going to consult with the local municipalities. And we're going to make a decision after we talk to caucus. But I also said we'd keep it in the LCBOs because they have the structure already put together. Again, we're going to tread carefully on this.
Next question.
Hey, it's Nathan Downer from CP24.
Nathan, how are you?
Pretty good about yourself.
While, buddy.
Yeah, I'm around.
Yeah.
So you probably heard of studies come out showing that Toronto has the worst commute in North America. Just wondering your reaction to it and what more can you do when you're premier to ease congestion in this city?
Well, Nathan, we've been preaching for 10 years in Toronto for the people of Toronto. We love subways, rapid underground transit. Unlike the LRTs that they rip up 2 lanes of road traffic and they clunk along the street, antiquated system, we're going to focus on being the most modern transit system in the world. We're going to build rapid underground transit that's going to extend not only in Toronto, but we're the first government that's going to run a regional transportation system. So folks in Pickering eventually will be able to hop on a subway and get downtown Toronto. People of Markham and the outlying areas over time will be on a subway to make sure that we get traffic moving.
Okay, last question.
I got a 2-parter for you, Doug. Jamie from Global News.
Hey,
how are you?
Jamie, how are you doing?
Good. So the first one being about Pride, you said that kind of skirted around the issue. You said because police aren't going that you may not be attending. Can you tell us if you will be attending this weekend, the Pride Parade in Toronto?
Well, first of all, I believe in everyone being included. When you exclude police officers and say everyone else can come but police officers can't come, you ask Pride if they decide to make sure our police officers in uniform are allowed to march, then we'll make that decision. But I support our police and I support the LGBT community. And what they want, when I spoke to them, because we had a lot of people on our team, a lot of people that I talked to, they want lower gas prices, they want lower taxes, they want responsible government, and when they call, I'll be at their door just as quick as I'm going to be at anyone else's door.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
One question about the
Thank you.
The Darlington.
Yes.
Here, is it just
Yep.
one more. Sorry. Okay, so these projects, it's being rebuilt, Darlington. These
Yes.
projects notoriously have gone over budget. If this goes over budget, who's going to eat that cost?
Well, I don't look at hindsight. You know, I look at moving forward, and I have all the confidence in the people like Jeff and the expertise. Friends, we got some of the smartest people in the world standing around this circle right here. The smartest people in the world. And I have 100% confidence in them. I have 100% confidence in the people at Darlington to make sure that we're on time and on budget. And I'm confident they'll do that.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate it.